Hey guys, my name is Ludiah Mong'are and welcome back to another episode of the Freelancer's Mic, where every episode inspires your freelance journey. So on today's episode, we are talking about something that makes every freelancer to sweat, and that is called emails. If this has been your struggle, don't worry, I'm going to show you how to make all those leads warm so that every time you send a cold email, you will leave your clients wanting to hire you. And before we get started, I would like to ask a question. Why do cold emails feel icy? I would like us to be real on this one. No one likes cold things, not cold showers, not cold calls, and definitely not cold emails. I totally understand you. When you hit send, that cold email, it's like you're tossing a message in a bottle into the ocean, hoping that someone somewhere reads it. But here is the thing. You can always warm up that email before it even hits the inbox of your potential client. So most people think that a cold email is just, hey, I'm a freelancer, here's what I do, hire me. That one, you're opening a door for snoozing. People read those emails and hit delete right away, faster than you can say your name. So what's the reason for that? This is because it usually feels cold. It usually feels like a robot wrote it. It feels so cold. But what if you made the email feel like it came from a friend, like it was meant just for them? That is how you go from being cold to warm in no time. So all we want when we are doing cold emails is to make sure that we feel warm to them, we feel friendly, we feel some connection, we make them feel that connection. And that is where the power of personal connection comes in. So here's the deal. People hire people and not emails. So when you're writing an email, remember, if that person is going to hire you, he is not going to hire the email. He's going to hire a person. So the first step to making your cold email warm is simple. Make a personal connection. You want the recipient to feel like you actually know who they are. So make sure that you do a little research. And I'm not talking about the creepy things making them feel uncomfortable and worry someone is okay. I'm talking about checking out their LinkedIn, reading their blog if they have one, or even checking their Facebook profile, and even reading their tweets. Look for something that makes them human. This could be a project they are proud of. We usually share those things on social media or on our websites. A challenge they mentioned, or even a shared interest. Then mention it in your email. For example, if they recently posted about launching a new product, make sure to congratulate them. If they are into dogs, make sure to throw in a fun dog reference. And trust me, this works every time because you're no longer a stranger to them. You're someone who knows them really well. It makes them feel comfortable and maybe start checking out who you are. So let's break down the formula to making those emails warm. Start with the personal touch, as I said earlier. This is where you bring in that connection, like, hey, I saw your LinkedIn post about the new product you're launching. Congratulations. You must feel awesome to see it live. So you see what you just made him feel good. Step 2, show how you can help. Right after the personal note, go into what you can do for them. But here's the trick that you can use. Make it about them and not you. Instead of saying I'm a social media manager, go ahead and say, I noticed you are growing your online presence and I would love to help you take it to the next level. You see how you've made them start checking their social media growth or anything that you have been doing. Step 3, call to action. But make sure it's friendly. When you're adding your call to action, don't end your email like a business deal. It's not. Keep it casual, like you are setting up a coffee chat. You can say something like, if this sounds interesting, I would love to hop on a quick call and have a chat. Yeah, that's how you make it friendly. And here's a good example. For example, assuming you want to work with this agency, they are perfect for what you do. Don't send them the classic, dear sir, stroke, madam, I'm a freelancer looking for work. No. Do some homework. If you notice the person that you want to reach out to is a CEO and he has just completed a marathon, start with, hey, I saw you crashed the marathon. As someone who is working on making it past 5K, I'm impressed. And smoothly transition into, I also saw your agency is expanding and I think my skills could really help with your growing clients base. That's how you do it, and you might end up landing a client. How do you keep the conversation going now that you've added the personal touch, a call to action? How do you keep it going? Here's a secret. Don't be afraid to make follow-ups, but don't be the person who sends something like checking in to see if you got my email. No one likes that. And every time you send a follow-up email, make sure to add the previous emails for their reference. Maybe they didn't see the previous emails, and now that they've gotten a chance to see your email, make sure you add your previous emails. Instead of writing just a hanging follow-up, make sure to write something useful. Maybe you read an article that relates to their industry, or you saw an update on one of their projects. Send it their way with a quick, hey, thought you might find this one interesting. It's just a gentle nudge without being annoying and pushy. It keeps the conversation warm, right, friends? That's how you take a cold email and turn it into a warm invite. It's all about making it personal, showing you care about them and keeping it real. Remember, people hire people, not pitches. So your mission this week, should you choose to accept it, is to warm up one cold email, just one. Add that personal touch and see how it feels. You might be surprised at the responses you get. Thank you so much, guys, for hanging out with me on the Freelancer's Mic. If you found today's episode helpful, hit that subscribe button. And if you know someone who could use a little email warm-up, send them this episode. Did you see what I just did? Thank you. Catch you next time, and happy emailing.